Nothing in the sky at all. Then all of a sudden, bam! What is that? Anybody tell me what that is? We're in the middle of the ocean on a ferry. Nothing around. Look. Nothing around. No land, no nothing.
Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh, Ba'ashem Achakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great most honorable, pushing this 100% to the gospel, working up and saving the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh. And salutations to all you sincere Akim that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and all sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Alright, and this is just another sign of prophecy going forth, because right now you see that of this video, UFOs are now a massive concern. That's right, because it has come to a point where he can no longer deny the signs that the Most High is showing on the earth. Alright, he can no longer deny that these chariots exist. He can no longer deny that the things that people are seeing, the sightings that are being reported, because these are the signs of the end, man. You can no longer deny prophecy. And what these chariots are, they are the term I was about to use, but I don't want to use that because that's for another video that I'm planning. But what these chariots are is that they are a sign of what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh is coming. And that's why that's why there's so much discussion about it, especially in Babylon, because of how many sightings you see on the regular. You see thousands of them. Daily sightings being reported, and now it has come to a point where he has to admit that these things are actually existing. They are they call them so-called UFOs, but we know exactly what they are: the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. So let me play this video.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today we're going to be talking about aliens and UFOs, which have become kind of like a hot button topic again, especially here in the United States. And that's because here in the month of June, it is expected that the U.S. federal government will basically release a bunch of classified, or I should say previously classified, information regarding interactions and sightings of UFOs, anything that the government might know that they've been keeping hidden from the public about aliens. Now, of course, aliens, UFOs, that kind of thing have always had their place in like sci-fi movies and in books and things like that. And
let me just say this, alright? These aren't aliens or UFOs, in terms of unidentified flying objects. Okay, these are the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. They are the angels, okay, according to the scriptures, according to the breakdowns, okay. Now I'm going to continue playing the video now.
Culture. Sightings of UFOs have gone back decades at this point, man. I mean, even like ancient art, dude, there's like depictions that are very reminiscent of what we would call UFOs. So this is a phenomenon that has been happening basically forever at this point, man, and
that's what everybody's talking about right now. These signs that are being shown by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. And look at the top comments of this video. Never thought this would be a title. That's right, because when the apostles, when my apostles and elders are on the highways and byways talking about how the chariots of the Most High are those UFOs, talking about how what those UFOs actually were. The people thought they were crazy, they were crazy, because none of these people out here that don't have these truths ever thought that the words of prophecy, okay, the words of the Most High would ever come to pass. And they thought that they would continue to live as they are living right now in this kingdom. But the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh has other plans for this place, and those chariots are a sign of those plans, okay, because they are the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. And what they are is a reminder to Esau Edom that his kingdom, the end of his kingdom, is drawing nearer and nearer. Tick tock for these devils. So let me get my first precept, okay. I want to go to the book of Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, for my first precept, just to go into the signs, like I was talking about the signs in the heaven. So this is the book of Jeremiah 10 verse 2, and it reads, Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And that's right, because one of the signs of the heavens are these chariots, because guess what, there are millions of chariots right in the sky right now. Even if you cannot see them, you should know that there are millions of them. The chariots are all over, watching and looking at everything that is going on the earth. What the scriptures say, at the most time maketh the clouds his chariots, that the chariots of Yahweh which of course will get all those precepts as well. But these chariots are already in the sky, they are everywhere, and sometimes the only reason why they are revealing themselves right now at this time is to show it's for the sake of the elect, right? To build up our faith, so we can look up and know that our salvation draweth nigh. And what is our salvation? Those chariots, because those chariots truly are, right, the army of Israel. Okay, the armies of Israel. I'm going to expound on that a little bit later, but let me get another precept. Okay, because I was talking about how the signs of heaven, the hidden are dismayed at them, because now you have once they see these things, they are wondering what they are, because they don't understand what it is. That's how it looks to them. But we that are in the truth, we that we are in the know, we know exactly what it is, and we've been explaining and we've been telling these people, man, that these UFOs, they aren't UFOs, alright? They are the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. They are the angels driving in those aircraft that they see in the sky. And those aircraft are going to be what will destroy this kingdom and bring salvation to the elect of the nation of Israel. So this is the book of Psalms 68. Psalm 68, so I'm going to the 17th verse. So this is the book of Psalm 68, verse 17, and it reads, "The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Yahweh is among them as in Sinai, in the holy place." Alright, that's plain, because the Most High, the Spirit of the Most High is on these chariots, man, and He's one that is, and the angels are in those chariots, driving them and controlling them. Alright, the pillar of cloud that was guiding our people, and the pillar of fire in the night that was guiding our people through to the promised land, those were the chariots. Look up Ezekiel, the 1st chapter, Ezekiel the 10th and the 11th chapter, and so on, talking about the wheels upon wheels. Those were the chariots. Alright, you should already know what these chariots are, man, because when you see these chariots in the sky, that's basically what the title of this lesson is going to be. Abaya Marakab Shal Yasharala. In other words, my father, the chariots of Israel. That's basically what they are, the chariots of Israel, the armies. Now those chariots are the armies of Israel, right? The hosts. Because we talk about the Most High being called the Lord of Hosts, or those chariots are His army. Because we are the Israelites, we're not the ones that are going to be fighting this war. It's going to be those chariots, man. Those are the Most High's armies right there. So let me get this preset as well before I continue on. Naked clouds. Let me see, I can get this. Okay, here it is. Book of Psalms 144 seconds. Book of Psalms 104, verse 3, and it reads, let's look at this happening in verse 1. Psalms 104, verse 1. Bless Yahweh, O my soul, O Yahweh my power, thou art very great, thou art clothed with honor and majesty. Who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretchest out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. That's right, He maketh the clouds his chariots, because you know, if you Google pictures of chariots right now, you'll see some of these if you Google pictures of so-called UFOs, which of course are the chariots, you will see some chariots hidden in the clouds, or some chariots that look like clouds, because most of the majority of the chariots are hidden in the clouds, or are camouflaged as clouds, and they only reveal themselves at the appropriate time to the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. So I want to get a quick research, going into the chariots of Israel, because like I said before, these chariots are the actual army. Alright, it's not going to be no Israelite camp that will get up and swords and guns or anything like that. Not going to be no Israelite camps with camouflage fringes, talking about letting a priest anoint a priest anointing the guns before you go and fight against Esau. No, right? us as the Israelites, we're not going to be the ones that will fight in this war against Esau. We're not going to fight in World War III. It's these chariots, alright, because these chariots are the actual army of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and we're just going to be delivered, and that's it, alright. We might come back during we might come back, when our bodies are changed, and beat down some of the heathen a little bit, but when it comes to the actual fighting, the actual war, we're not going to be actually involved in that. So now I want to get stuck. I've already passed it. Second Kings. It's like I already passed it. I got distracted while I was talking. So the book of Second Kings, I believe that's the 3rd chapter. Oh, here it is. Let me bring that out. When Elijah was taken up in the chariots. So I want to bring that out. Let's see. Here it is. 2 Kings 2. Yeah, 2 Kings 2 verse 11. And it reads, "And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven." That's right. So, the prophet Elijah was taken up by these chariots. He was beamed up and taken straight to the Most High by these chariots, man. So continue on. "And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariots of Israel." Alright, in other words, Abaya, Marakab, Shal, Yasharala, the chariots of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in 2 pieces. This is basically going into how the elect will be delivered in that time, because they'll be taken up by the other chariot the same way, and all these people, all these people that are down here in the world, they'll be able to they will see these signs, and they will see it as well, and these chariots, that's the reason why the Most High has decided to allow, that has commanded these chariots to reveal themselves to us, so that we can to build as a faith builder, to build up that faith. Because when you see these chariots, when you see that, let me get that preset as well. Look up, for your salvation is nearer than when you first believed. And it's actually written in 2 places. That's not the one I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the one where you see that as well. When you see all these signs, that you should look up, for your salvation is nearer than when you first believed. Here it is. So this is the book of Luke 21, verse 20. I'll start from 25. Luke 21, verse 25, and it reads, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring." That's right, because these signs, like I said, we are seeing a lot of signs right now, and the chariot just happen to be one of the many signs. You still have your blood moons, you still have your eclipses, you still have your earthquakes, you still have your natural disasters, the pestilence, the wars and the rumors of wars. These are the sedition among men. These are all the signs of Yahweh Shai's coming. These are all the signs of the end, the beginning of sorrows, Jacob, the preparation of Jacob's trouble, the preparation of the famine of the world, the mark of the beast being slowly implemented. These are all the signs that we're talking about. Okay, continuing on from verse 26. "Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be broken, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory." because once Yahweh Shai cracks the clouds, once he comes down in these pure white chariots, that's the end for Esau's kingdom. That's going to be it. I know that when that time comes, man, we always see this. A lot of people will be having heart attacks. When that time comes, man, Esau's rulership, Esau's kingdom will be completely cast down, will completely destroyed, because before Yahweh Shai even makes it to the surface of the earth, they're going to try and fight against him with with their air force, the war in heaven, as it were. And when they see how easily the chariots wipe out these aircrafts, man, these people are going to, that's going to be heart attacks. It's going to be heart attacks. It's going to be pandemonium over the streets. So continuing on, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So when you see these chariots, when you see them in the sky, or when you see the news reports about them, that basically the scriptures tell you, that's basically how Hashem Yahushua telling you to look up, for your salvation is drawing nearer and nearer. The time of our deliverance is getting closer and closer, and that's what these things are, man. That's what these signs are for. So yeah, I'm going to end it right there. So with that, let's give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Baba, and to the spirit of the Akwas were edified. Shalom.